So what we're going to be doing for 2.2 is identifying hypothesis and conclusion in conditional statements. There are three vocab words we need to look at. First of all, what is a conditional statement? A conditional statement is a math statement in the if-then form. So it's going to have in the statement, if this happens, then that happens. Okay? So it's an if-then statement. The hypothesis, which you thought was only in science, is actually in math too, and it is the if part of the statement. So the hypothesis is the if part, so that's the beginning, that's your educated guess. If this is true, then I think something else will happen, and that is your conclusion. So the conclusion is the then part of the statement. Okay, so we have conditional statements, they have if and then in them. Hypothesis is if, conclusion is then. And then what I want you guys to understand that some conditional statements are true and some are false. So they're not always going to be true statements. So, example number 1. For example 1, all you have to do is identify the hypothesis and the conclusion. We don't have to solve and we don't have to say if it's true or false. Okay, but make sure in the example that you do write if 5x plus 40 equals 10, then x equals negative 6. So make sure you write the whole statement. What we're going to do is we are going to circle the hypothesis and we're going to underline the conclusion of the statement. So write the statement first, see if you can make an educated guess as to which one's which, and then we'll do it together. Okay guys, so what does your definition say the hypothesis is? Is it the if or the then? The if. So what's the if part? The if part is 5x plus 40 equals 10. So the hypothesis is 5x plus 40 equals 10. So which one's the conclusion? X equals negative 6. So what is this telling us? It's saying if this statement is true, then we should get x equals negative 6. Okay, so that's your hypothesis. The underlined is your conclusion. And all we had to do is identify. So we're done with that one. That's all we had to do. We don't have to solve. We don't have to do anything else. Okay? Example 2 and the rest of them, we want to tell whether the statement is true or false. So our statement for example 2 is 2x minus 3 equals x plus 5. Then x equals negative 8. Sorry, positive 8. Okay, so if 2x minus 3 equals x plus 5, then x equals positive 8. That is our statement. How can I determine if it's true or false? Don't tell me the answer. I want to know how can I determine if it's true or false. We can plug our answer in. So let's plug it in. So that's going to be 2 times 8 minus 3 equals 8 plus 5. And you do actually need to show your work here. I will not accept just true or false. I need to see your work in these types of problems. Okay, so then we just follow order of operations. 2 times 8 gives me what? 16. Good. 16 minus 3 equals, what's 8 plus 5? 13. 16 minus 3 gives me 13. So is 13 equals 13 a true statement?
True.
Yes. So is the statement true or false?
True.
It is true. So your answer here is true, but I do need to see the work on your homework and on your quiz or test. Okay? Alright, example 3. If 4 times x plus 6 equals 22, there we go. Then 4x plus 6 equals 22. So here's your statement. Let's see if it's true or false. So write it down first. Okay, what do you guys think? True or false?
False.
False. Who got false? Okay, let's see. Kaylee, how did you get false? So what should they have done? It looks like they did distributive, but they didn't distribute to the 6. So in order to show your work for this one, I want you to distribute the 4 into the whole thing.
That's what I did.
And what would that give me?
4x plus
4x plus
24.
24 equals 22. So that's good enough for showing your work. Obviously, these two are not the same thing, so the answer is false. Okay? You could have also written in words they did not distribute the 4 to the 6. Okay, so you could have also written it in words if you prefer. Alright? Example 4. If 10 minus 3 times 2x plus 2 equals 9, then 10 plus 2x plus 2 equals 12. Write it down first. Okay, looking at these two statements, guys. Is it a true statement or a false statement? I'm hearing a couple false. Amara, why is it false? Okay, good. They were supposed to distribute -3 into the parentheses. So that would have given us 10 minus 6x minus 6 equals 9. What does it look like they did instead?
They just took out the 3.
They took out the 3 and did what? How'd they get 12 over here? They added 3 to both sides. Are we allowed to do that?
Nope.
No, we have to distribute first. So the statement is false. Okay. How do you guys feel about hypothesis and conclusion? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Everybody, the hypothesis is which part? The if or the then? If. So conclusion is the then. Okay, very good.